Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of Surviving Java Season 1 Lookback, which was inspired from the 2020 yearbook I did. Thought I'd do a series of videos where I look back on my time at Season 1. So this episode I'm going to be giving a tour of my castle, which was my main base last season. And this might take a while, but let's get into it. So let's start at the Nether portal entrance. Last time everybody had a portal in the Nether which connected to their base, sort of like a fast travel. You can see some over there. They're all dotted around, there's loads of them. This is my portal. This is the chest I got for all my basic armor and tools if I have to go into the scary part of the Nether. And these are my horses. Because I don't like flying, I'm not very good at flying. So I went everywhere by horse. And this is the barn that I built them, so they was comfortable in the Nether. This horse is called Caramel. I did have another horse originally, but he died when going through the portal, and I called him Caramel because he looks like caramel. This horse is called Ribs, and is one of the skeleton horses that I got. I also gave one to Sai, and I've got one back at my base as well. So now let's actually get into my base. You arrive here, just outside the wall, and the portal's on like a little platform. I really like this view. Reminds me of pirates. I've got a bridge coming from the platform, which goes to the castle's doorway. And I got some gates either side here in case I need to get out. And this is the main courtyard of my castle. I think we'll do the inside first, so this is the front. We've got two doors. Oh, and these are some mini blocks. We had them on the last server, we don't have them now on the new one. But they did look really cool. I used them for my pathway. This is my bedroom. Oh, what a sound. And these are my heads. The medic one I added just recently because I thought I might as well, but I didn't have that skin at this time in the server. I got some more mini blocks as decorative items. These are just some storage barrels. Don't know why I got nether brick here. And there's that sound again. These are some gifts that I got. This is P Fields Roses. He's a player that was on the server and he gave me some roses one day. He's left now. Don't know why. This is Freddy. He was given to me by Lily Gum or something. He's also left. This is a fortune cookie that I got from a stall that Runa's got at spawn. I can't remember exactly what it is, but yeah. I will do a tour of that in the future. And this is a cake that Madison gave me, but she's also left. I'm not too bothered about that one. This is the kitchen. I quite like this, how I designed this. This is perhaps the room I'm happy with most in my castle. Got some basic things in here. This is where I keep my food. That seems to be soups. So that's vegetables, I think. Chicken. And meats. And that's seeds. I'm not sure why I got this stuff in these chests for. I don't remember what I was thinking back then. I've lost that sort of mind frame. This is the main hallway. I've got a little mini chest and mini barrel. And this is the cake that Sai gave me. It apparently has no poison, but I haven't tried it. Just to be safe. Now how do I explain this? I can't really. I just wanted like a little feature in my castle, and I decided to have myself as a king and everyone bowing down to me. But yeah, this is Sizzle. That's his old skin. That's Sai, who's saying she loves the king. That's Mac. That's Jack's old skin. That's Runa. And that's Joy's. But yeah, that was just a little fun thing that I wanted to do. And this is a trophy that I won. I made it for Joy's ice boat race that he made at Christmas time, last Christmas. And he got first place in his time, but he disqualified himself because he made it. And I was second place, so I won. So I managed to get the trophy, and I also got a bunch of netherite and all sorts of things as prizes. This is just the back entrance, there's nothing much back here. Just goes out here to like a little overhang thing. And it's the same on this side. I'll do more on that later. Right now this is just the interior part. And now upstairs. This section isn't completely finished. I was meant to be doing more of this before the server went down. But we got some little heads here. Some wither skeletons on each of the archways. These platforms was going to have parrots on them, because if you put a music disc in a music box, they dance. So I was going to get some parrots to put here, but I never got round to it. Do I not have pick step? But in that case it's going to have to be chirp. Excluding pig step, this is my favourite Minecraft tune. That's enough of that. This used to be. Let me turn that on. That'll annoy me. Can't hear myself speak. This used to be where I kept my heads, but the room soon became too small, so I had to move them. This is now where I keep my miniature blocks though. I got quite a lot. Didn't realise I had this many. Yeah, I don't know what I was going to do with them, I never got round to it again. This video should be called Things That Cloud Never Got Round To. Over here is just like a little hallway section with a chair. Nice little view of some pigs. It's pretty much the same over there. There's a statue of a pillager. And this is a spare bedroom, which is done out in brown colours. This is the balcony. It looks over the back of the castle. And here is the second spare bedroom, which is done out in pink colours. Right, over here, this is like a little pile of treasure that I got. It's a shame we don't have the miniature blocks anymore, because they are such good ways of designing and adding details. Right, up here, let me show you the attic. This is just a little area where I store my decorations. Those are the Halloween ones. And these are the Christmas ones. That's the Merry Christmas sign I had on top of the castle. That's all the snow I had, because I completely covered all the grounds of the castle in snow for Christmas. Those are decorations. It was a huge amount of effort to decorate it all up, take it all down again. I most likely won't be doing all that again for this Christmas, because it's exhausting. It's not so bad putting it all up, it's just taking it down. It's horrible. This is a lounge section. I still have some scaffolding going to the roof. I was meant to put a stairway, but again, never got around to it. This is just a spare room. Nice view of the courtyard. Over here we've got a library. Just a basic one. These are all the enchantment books that I got. And that sort of stuff. This is the potion room. Runa helped me with it. She did most of this design actually. She did a pretty good job on it. I love it. It's nice colour design and everything. It's quite fun doing it as well. Slabs here. What? Don't remember why that's there. These are my ingredients. And there's the brewing stand. A nice view of some more pigs. This is Joyce's bedroom. It was just a spare room, but Joyce came over and put a sign up and made it his room. He was supposed to decorate it, but he never did it. So all he's got is a room with a brown carpet for some reason, even though the walkway's blue, and one bed. But whatever makes him happy. This scaffolding takes us to the roof. We got a little watchtower here. And from here you can look over all the castle grounds. I made all the floor blue, and we got a pink love heart. So if you're flying over the castle you can see it. Looks quite nice. These are just some watchtowers. And when it rains, it actually snows up here. And it looks really Christmassy and magical. I like that. Let me put my wings on and we'll have a fly up so you can see the heart. The cloud's in the way. And now the tower's in the way. But yeah, you can get the idea. And now we can do a tour of the outside. We can start with this lake. This is my fishing lake. Got some sugarcane growing around the sides, and I got some fish heads on a stick as a warning to the fish. I've got a wheat farm over here, and a cozy sitting area with some campfires. Let's stick with the left side for now. These are my dogs, which aren't named. I'm surprised I didn't name them. These are my foxes. Well, that one's actually Size Fox. She's meant to have come and got that. But she hasn't. So it's mine. These are actually my foxes. I got 2 normal ones and 2 snowy ones. He's got a feather in his mouth. And he's got an ender pearl. I've tied them up because they keep trying to run away. Over here we've got 2 small little lakes. And I've put my sugarcane growing either side of it. Got loads of sugarcane. I should probably do a better sugarcane area in my pyramid on the new server, because I'm running low. This is the villager hall, where I keep my villagers. We've also got a zombie. There's the villagers. Oh, that was scary. That's where I keep my emeralds. And my pumpkins and melons. Because I can sell them to the villagers to get emeralds. That's the barrel of this, that and whatever. That's the infector zombie, because if you infect villagers and then cure them, their prices will drop down lower. So he's the one I use for that. This is something else I got to do in the new world, to get some villagers at one point. And this is how I get them in. It's dark, so I better be careful. But yeah, that rail, I put them in a rail cart from where I keep the villager breeder, which is just around the corner. And then I rail cart them over here. Infect them, and then put them in where they gotta go. Just down here is where I keep the beacon. There's the light of it. So I've got loads of villagers. Nice view. Some more odds and ends. Down here is where I keep my pumpkin farm. It's just a very small basic one. So over time the pumpkins grow and then it harvests them automatically for me. I get loads that I can then sell to the villagers to get emeralds, which I can then spend at the villagers. There's also a few melons up there as well. So yeah, that's the villager section. I was pretty happy with it. It took me quite a while as well to get them all here, and you know, so I need to try and get certain villagers with certain enchantments and all that. Not looking forward to doing that again. Okay, now we go down this side. So we've got a little carrot farm. I never really needed carrots, but I like having a farm of everything just in case I need it. These are my pigs, which I named after the old MacDonald's song. Oink oink here and oink oink there. I was pretty happy with those names. This is my barn. And just to the right of it I've got a little potato farm. And inside is where I keep my alpacas. So this one is, I think they're named. Yeah. So this one is called Why did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. Thankfully he's not spitting at me. That's called Sandy, because obviously it's like a sandy colour. Snowy, it's a snowy colour. And Alpine, you can get the idea. That's an Alpine colour, I think. Isn't it? I think so. In here is my horses. I've got a variant of every colour there is in the game. That's the little attic up there. This one is called Cream Egg, because I think it looks like a cream egg, sort of like chocolatey and creamy. It makes me hungry. That one's called Fudge. Again, it looks like fudge to me. Makes me hungry again. Don't worry, I'm not going to eat you. This is called Cow, because it looks like a cow colour design. Pretty simple. This one is called Soul, because it reminded me of a Lana Del Rey lyric, which was, "He knows me every inch of my tar black soul." So that's why I called him that. Over here we've got a skeleton horse, which is just a spare one, he's not named. He's called Milky, because he's, well, because he looks like milk. That one's called Speckle, because he's got like little white speckles on his brown skin. And that one's called Coconut, because it looks like a coconut. Colour wise, I think. And those are my horses. And I've also got a couple of donkeys and a mule. I don't know which is which. These aren't named. I'm surprised I didn't name those. I'm pretty sure I did. That goes back to the pigs. And around this side, we've got sort of like a side entrance here. There is stuff I want to show you down there, but it's a bit dark at the moment. So we'll close that up. We'll come back to that later. Let's go this way. Oh, I forgot about this. Down here is just a lot more wheat farms. Because me and Joyce were doing a trade deal, and he wanted target blocks. So I was getting all the hay for that. But yeah, that's all that's really down here. It was just me making use of some space that I had. This is my aquarium. It's got quite a bit of fish in it. I'll go over that again in a minute when I get down to the little garden area. This is just another little tower which goes up to the runway. This is a back exit out of the castle if I ever need to get in that direction and I don't want to fly. I was going to do something with this space, but I never got round to it. Got a nice little waterfall here. Back here is just a little pool. Again, I was going to do more stuff here in the future, but with the server being restarted, I never got round to it. This is my panda enclosure. This is actually when I was about to start getting panda heads. As I said before, I never got any panda heads this time round. And this was my first and only panda that I got. So I named it Save the Pandas because she knew what I was going to be doing. She knew I was going to be breeding them and then killing them. And she wasn't happy. That's my cow pen. And if you look over here, this is where we was just a minute ago. By the barn. So yeah, this is just a nice little back area. Got a little water feature. Oh wait, I didn't show you underneath, did I? The basement floor. I forgot to show you my storeroom. Yeah, down here is just where I keep all my storage. I have quite a lot of stuff. Over here I've got a little mine. Which is quite a new feature actually that I added to the base. I just came down here every now and then to mine some valuables, if I could find any. Yeah, I don't like being down here. I think I made it all safe, but just in case I miss something, I don't want to die. Hello there. Who are you looking at? Let's have a staring contest. I win. Oh yeah, and I got my crafting table hanging from a chain. Back here still isn't complete, that was something I was working on. And this is the snowman that I mentioned before that I made. Oh, he actually is on blocks. I'm sure I put him on hoppers. But yeah, that's where I got all the snow to decorate my base up for Christmas. And back here goes to the secret garden. We won't go this way though, because that's a better way to get into it. We gotta go into it the correct way. This is the visitor entrance. and you are all visitors. But before we do that, this is my cow pen. I got a few normal cows, a few mushroom, and a few brown mushroom. I got a lot of open area here, which I wasn't sure what I was going to do with. Now this is the little garden, which Runa helped me make. It's really nice. This is the door I was just at, that goes into my storeroom. Some nice flowers around. And this is a rabbit and a parrot on a picnic date. Don't know why we put that there. Nice little pond. Runa did most of this, if I'm honest. And this is my aquarium. Got quite a lot of fish in there. In fact, I wrote them all down. Welcome to Cloud's Aquarium. Feel free to look at the fish through the glass or jump in and swim with them. The fish in this tank are as follows. And these are just all the fish that are in there. And special guest fish, trainee number 1 Trunk Lord, which is a fish Runa named after me because I gave her a trident as a gift and she didn't know what to give me, so she named a fish that because she calls me Trunk Lord and put it in the pond because we spent a lot of time together building stuff, especially at spawn. Built like a little roller coaster thing and things like that. And the book ends with, "Thanks, I wish you a good day. No fishing allowed." Okay, I guess I better show the secret dungeon. Down here we got a little entrance. Before we get in, I want to clarify, most of this wasn't me. Here we are. Okay. This is dungeon where you get up to stuff, you know, that sort of stuff. I don't know where to begin with this. Let's start with this. At spawn, Runa wanted the letter D and she couldn't make it, so I tried to make it and I come up with that, and that's what she called it. I didn't intend to make anything strange. Same with this. I don't know what I was trying to make with this, but it definitely wasn't what was written on that sign. Runa chose the name. We've also got some toys. Yeah. Inside we got things like this and this. All of these was made by Runa. I made that one. Oh my goodness. I did make that one as well. The only two that I made there is the spanking stick and the sea tickle. And I've only just noticed these. SM torturing for the king's enemies. Oh my. I forgot about that. This is a thing you can lay down on if you're tired and want to go to bed, I'm assuming. If you want to go to sleep, you come lie here. But yeah, most of this I'm not responsible for. I designed the room, but I never intended all this stuff to happen. It just sort of happened. This is the sort of thing that happens when Runa's with you. Moving swiftly on, we're gonna go to my cat garden now. Here it is. I'll try to get every cat in the game and name it. This is the fish for them. My friend Bear, her mother's got a cat called Som, and it looks just like this, so that's the reason I named it that. We got a cat called Raven. Oh, this one isn't named. I'm surprised at that. And this one. I thought I named them all. Turns out I've hardly named any of them. This one is called Mrs. Norris, after the Harry Potter cat. I didn't realise I still had so many to get. These are the ocelots. That one's called Runaway, because obviously these cats just run away from you all the time. They can't be tamed. And this one's called Pixie Lot, because the name Ocelot reminded me of that singer. I don't know if you remember her. She was called Pixie Lot, and she had a few songs years ago. Just reminded me of her. I've got a rhubarb farm. Beetroot, I mean. And this takes me back to the courtyard. We've got a huge section over here, which I never did anything with. I don't know. I did plan on adding stuff here, but never got round to it. And this is another side entrance. I rarely ever use this. Down here we've got another entrance to the front of the castle. If I ever need to get down here. This is a staircase which goes over the roof of my headroom. Not too sure about all this. Never been that keen on it. The sort of design that I'd come up with. Just like a little watchtower here. Yeah, I'm not overly happy with this. And this is the walkway, which goes along the wall of the castle, which goes all around the castle. These are the two main front towers. And you can get down into the courtyard. Oh, I've got a bell up there. Ping! There's the front. And there's the courtyard. I won't run all along this wall, but I will fly over just to show you. Well, I don't think that was planned. Why didn't I fly? I was pressing the button. So yeah, here's the wall. It just goes all the way around the castle. And there's a little section here. I almost forgot about this actually. If we go in here. It's just a little walkways to have another angle of the castle, but on the outer sides. Oh yeah, and this down here is my villager breeder. It was also the place that I lived in for a little while. Because when I chose this area to live at, obviously I didn't have the castle, I lived in here while I was building it. But this is where I keep my villagers now. And there's a skeleton. Let's sleep the night away. I do prefer the castle at night, it's nice all lit up and everything, but it's too dangerous. This is the rail that I showed you earlier. So this goes all the way to that villager area in my castle. And this was the way that I had to get to the castle when building it, from the area I was living in. There's the rail again. And here's that entranceway that I showed you earlier, by the barn. As it's daytime, I will show you down here. This is where I trapped and name tagged some villagers when I was making supercharged. What am I talking about? Not villagers, creepers. When I was making supercharged creepers. This is the contraption that I came up with. So just down here, if I can get down there. So this is where the creepers would go. They go down there and explode because they won't break obsidian. And that creeper you just saw, he will fall down here. And then he'll follow me down here and I will trap him. Actually, let's just show you. Let's put on my armour just in case he blows. There, see now he falls down. And I go down here. Close the gate. I pull this lever and the water would drag him. He's not gone down. Still not. This usually works fine. It would have to do this when I'm filming. Ah, there we go. Oh, I've done this wrong. That block I broke, I wasn't meant to break it. What was actually meant to happen was the water drags him over the block, around the corner, and there's another hole. And he falls down in that way. But yeah, you get the idea. And it worked pretty well for the times I used it. Okay, this is the rest of the wall. It's not all that interesting. And now we're back down in the courtyard. This is the area where the cat garden was. And this is my bee enclosure. This is actually the first thing I built which wasn't the castle. Like, instead of all the courtyards and villagers and the walls and stuff, this was actually one of the very first things I built. Because when new villagers, what am I talking about today? Because when new players joined, I greeted them with a welcome bottle of honey. So I needed bees. Yeah. This is my little bee area. Got a lot of honey. This is where I keep my sheep. This is where I got all my wool. This is a pen that I use just for any animal that I was trying to get the head of. Most recently was the snowy fox, I think. And this is my headroom. I'll do a little quick tour of these, because I've got a lot. As you enter, you've got the main dragon head. And I've also got my records and a record player. These are the pillager heads. And that one in the middle is the illusioner, which isn't actually in the game. Because I'm the host of this world now, I spawned it in and got it for my collection. These are the Never and the End mob heads. And the Shulker and the Zombie Pigman, I think it's that one. I don't know which one it is. But the purple Shulker and the Zombie Pigman head are actually older versions of the mob. Same with the Blaze, so those are no longer in the game. Those are really rare ones. I miss having those in my new collection actually. These are the general hostile mobs. I've got all of them. These are all the horses and the mules and stuff. There's 2 skeleton horses heads. I'm not sure if there's variants or if that's an older version again. And I've also got a zombie horse's head, which again isn't in the game, but because Joyce is a moderator, he gave it to me for Christmas. This is the Wandering Trader and the llamas. These are the cats. These are the general passive mobs. The bat here, this is the older version of the bat again, Joyce gave me that. These are all the sheep heads. There's a sheared sheep's head as well, but that's just one that was added in just because I had a spare space on the wall. So that's not actually in the game. Got some more general passive mobs. These are the heads from Halloween. That's Joyce's Halloween outfit. That's mine. I was like some kind of vampire king. And that one's Jack's. These are the Christmas heads. There's the main snow golem and 3 snowman heads that we use for decoration at Christmas. I've got me in my Santa hat. Joey's in his thing. I've got Jack's head and also Mindvoid's head. These are the withers. There's only 4, but again, I think some of these are older versions. I can't tell which by looking at them, but they are. We've got some guardians. Again, we've got one that's an older version, no longer in the game. Some sea creatures. We've got quite a few older version ones here. Got a turtle, tropical fish, and a pufferfish, and a cod. The tropical and pufferfish heads look really different. They look weird. I don't like the old versions at all. These are the villager heads with the iron golem. And again, mirrored on this side is the zombie villager heads. We've got more Christmas heads over here. We've got some elves, Santa's head and Rudolph's. Again, we just use those for decoration. And this is the Chaos Wither, which me and Joyce fought in one of his episodes. I'll put a link down below if you want to watch that. But yeah, that was fun. That was the head from killing that. And these are the player heads. That is Sizzle's old skin. That's his current skin. That's me without my crown. I think that's Saki's head. I think. That's Lily Gums that I said about earlier. That's Runa. Psychotica. Me and my crown. Joyce's head. And Mac. That's Jack's old head. And the new one. That's me and my medic hat. That's Elliot. And I think that's Madison. We got more on this side. That's Steak's head. I never met him in this server. I just had his head. So that's pretty cool that I signed in the other day and I thought, oh, that's Steak. And of course we've got other player heads like Shifty. That's Jack again, but it's a little bit different. I don't know why. But yeah, there's just all the different player heads. I think I got most of them. And down here is just all the spares. I got quite a lot of the spares as well. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all the castle. I hope you've all enjoyed. It's been really fun showing you all around what I built last season. Spent quite a lot of time here. I will do more videos here in the future. I've got a few ideas because there's a few other things I built outside the castle. There's the Christmas village that I can show you around, which looks really nice. And there's a wipeout course that I will run again, just for fun, see if I can beat my time. But yeah, let's watch the sun go down. And sorry if I don't sound quite right because I've got a cold today and I'm not feeling at my best. I've just managed to make it through the video. See you next time.